The views and comments of the following show, Conversations with Edigga, does not reflect the views of Charm City Direct TV. Viewers
Welcome to Conversations with Edigga, where insightful dialogues unfold. Join host Edigga as he dives into captivating discussions with music artists, entrepreneurs, and visionaries from around the world. Get ready to explore diverse perspectives, gain valuable insights, and be inspired. This is Conversations with Edigga.
Come on, yeah. All right, y'all.
y'all just don't know how it feels to be on here to talk to y'all today. Y'all just don't know. Welcome to another great episode of Conversations with Edigga. I am your host, the man that you all know and love, Edigga. That's right. And as you can see, there has been some modifications. I can't talk. I can't talk. There's been some changes. I try to sound professional. There's been some changes to the studio. And if you look in the back, if you notice or have any type of inkling of technology, this is a green screen that's in the back of me, but it's not no ordinary green screen. It's painted. It is painted chroma key green. And I purposely did that because I'm not a fan of once you try some things once and it really don't work in your favor. I'm the type of person that try to find a solution. So this is painted in the back of me. And the reason being, if you watch my live today, well, if you watch my video on Facebook today, is because, cloth tends to wrinkle. Cloth tends to I like to keep the windows open during the summertime and let the air blow in, the natural air blow in. And sometimes it messes up with your aesthetics, meaning that when it blows, it kind of throws the effect off of your green screen background. And these are the things that I kept in my mind. I said I didn't want to get a cloth or fabric green screen. You know how a lot of people have the poles, and I did that. I did all of that. I actually got a pull down green screen upstairs, and it amazes me how I'm wondering why I didn't take that one and mount it to the wall. It'd have been easier, but like I said, I'm the type person, perfection. It got to be perfect. It got to be perfect because I am so anal about the presentation that I have here on live. So if you notice, this is a wall in the back of me. Um, and basically, what I did, I just took an image. I made the image out of Canva and put the image in the back of me. So this is a green screen, and I am able to switch it up, so to speak, to my liking. So next week it'll probably be different. Um, just to have the aesthetics, just to have change and things of that nature. Needless to say, I am so excited. I am so excited after the work week I've had because, and I need to say this before I get into today's topic. I am, I was faced with, wow, how can I put it? I was faced with a lot of I don't knows this week. Nobody knew shit this week. It was just crazy. Nobody knew nothing this week. Like when I was asking questions, the response that I was getting was, "Well, I don't know." And I'm like, is I'm being punked? You know, what is I'm being punked like nobody knew nothing. Nobody knew nothing at work, and then I had a situation with my home where BG&E, Baltimore Gas and Electric, I live in Baltimore. People had came out to work on my front, the gas line. So of course, it dated all the way back around Christmas time, and I thought that the problem was resolved. They came out, they did what they had to do. They replaced the meter downstairs in my basement, and I thought the situation was resolved. I thought it was resolved. Come to hold, it wasn't. They had to come back out and just destroy my front lawn outside the street. It was destroyed. So Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Wednesday, my wife texted me and said they hit a water main break, a water main pipe outside. So water is everywhere. So of course, when that happens, uh, they cut your water off. But the thing that the crazy part about all of this, my man Terry is in the building, ladies and gentlemen. I'm looking at him on. He haven't said anything, but I know he's on here. My man Terry is in the building. Yes. Um, and my wife texted me and said we have no water. And I'm like, oh my God. She said they hit the water pipe outside. So water is everywhere. That was an issue. Then on top of all of that, we didn't have gas for 3, 4, 5 days. And when we was trying to call the axe, is anybody coming out to turn our gas back on? Nobody knew nothing. Nobody, they didn't tell us anything. And when we called to inquire about is anybody going to come out to cut our gas back on, nobody knew anything. Then they told my wife something totally different than what they told me. They was like, they got to come back out. They got to do some more work. I'm like, and then when they actually came out, they didn't say anything. They didn't say anything. They just came out and just started working. They put up this little barrier. They put up this little barrier to separate, for people to not park in that area, right? So, but all in all, they didn't tell us jack. They didn't say we were coming out, no email, no letter, no knock on the door, nothing. They said absolutely jack. You see what I'm saying? So then when they did the work, they performed the work. Of course, there was noise, loud talking, clang, clang, clang. Y'all saw my videos on Facebook. Yeah, I am one. Hey, I take sleep At 51 years old, I take sleep very seriously. Rest, I take rest and sleep very seriously. Like, please allow me to get some rest. You see what I'm saying? They clinging and clanging and clinging, and I don't have to be to work until late on in the day. So I get a couple of hours to rest. Don't call me, don't at 51. At 51, a lot has changed. Like when I was little, how kids, do not like to go to sleep. I am not that one. I need to go to sleep. I need sleeps. And they wasn't doing it. So I'm like, you know what? This is crazy. This is crazy. They cut off the gas, and on Monday, fortunately, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, no gas. I called. A friend of mine works at BG&E. I called her. She said, "Do this. Call the emergency number. Ask for a supervisor. Tell them your situation. Hopefully, somebody will be out there." And that's what I did. I called. I talked to this young lady. Very nice. Very professional. And I told her. I said, my family has not had gas for like 5 days now. You see what I'm saying? Like, you can't cook, you can't wash your clothes, you can't take a shower because your hot water heater is connected to gas. Well, my hot water heater is connected to gas. The stove, of course, gas. The dryer, the laundry, when you do your laundry, your dryer, gas. You can't do none of these things. You can't do none of these things. And I said, I'm not taking a cold shower. I am not taking a cold shower. Raymond Matthews in the house, ladies and gentlemen. So I called. I talked to her. Very professional. I told her the situation. She said, "Let me do this ticket. I'm gonna send the ticket over to the dispatch. Hold on the line." So I held on the line. She, did what she had to do. She came back. She said, "Okay, the ticket has been sent. I sent it over to dispatch. Um, they should be out there soon." So I'm thinking, it's going to take them a couple hours. 30 minutes. 30 minutes. It was 30 minutes. Right after I hung up the phone with her, I laid back down, I'm chilling. 30 minutes. I get a knock on the door. And I'm thinking it was across the street. I mean, it was next door because, like I said, is my house and then the next door, the neighbor's house, because they was experiencing the same thing, I guess. So they knocked on my door. I came downstairs. Dude came in and said, "All right, I'm here to, turn your appliances back on, get you back up and running." I said, "Thank God." Because not having hot water, not being able to cook, not being able to wash your clothes, it's crazy. It's crazy. If you ever go through that, man, I don't wish any of that on my worst enemy. That is a situation where, you know, you don't know what to do. You see what I'm saying? You really don't know what to do. And I am just glad that she answered the phone yesterday and was patient enough to listen to my situation and act upon it. Because like I said, I was faced with I don't know. A lot of I don't know situations was going on during the work week and then during this situation. Like, I don't want to you don't want to hear I don't know. You want to hear you want to hear a solution. When I was asking people at my job, like, what happened? Oh, I don't know. I don't know what happened. And you don't want to hear that. So that is my story. Your boy always got a story, and we're gonna get into today's topic. Your boy is at it again, yo. Your boy is at it again. Why? Orange Popsicle. Yes, Orange Popsicle is at it again. Why? And why is he coming for us? And when I say us, I'm talking about us's, black people. I don't understand it. We're gonna get into it right after this. Don't go nowhere. Much more to come. Conversations with Edigga, with the man you all know and love, Edigga. What's good, everybody? This is Conversations with Edigga. I am your host, the man that you all know and love, Edigga. And shout out to everybody who is tuned in, everybody who will watch it now and watch it later. Right now, we are live on YouTube. We are live on TikTok, and we are live on Facebook on my personal page. If you are on those social media sites, the ones that you enjoy watching from, I appreciate you all. Your president, not mine. Your president, not mine. He is not my president, is at it again. And before I go into what he's doing, surprisingly, people not liking him right now. The polls in his first 100 days are horrendous. Check it out.
The president is very upset that the polls show that the country does not like him. The country really, really does not like him and sees his first 100 days as a disaster. He has had, in public opinion terms, he has had the most disastrous first 100 days of any president since the dawn of modern polling. No president has ever botched the first 100 days more badly than Donald Trump has botched it. And that's true not just for his approval rating generally and how people feel about him. It's for every single thing you ask the American public about in terms of what he has done.
You know you're doing bad when people use the word botched. I have never in my life heard the word botched used in this situation. First 100 days was a disaster. He is, before the dawn of any polling, before they have discovered polling, this cricket has the worst record going in any of the other United States presidents of the United States. I I lived 51. I'm 51. I'll be 52 in July. And I lived, of course, through the Reagan era. I lived through both Bushes, Bush Senior and Bush Jr. And even Bush Jr. was not that bad. He was more comical. He was more comical than bad. You see what I'm saying? And in both of these, the Bush Jr. and Bush Senior was Republicans. I lived through the Jimmy Walker. Jimmy Walker, damn. Jimmy Carter. Jimmy Carter presidency. Like I said, I lived through the Reagan. I lived through Reaganomics. I lived through Clinton. Who else? Oh, of course, Obama, Biden, this cricket first term, now the second term. And for the life of me, I cannot understand why. Well, I know why, but I wanted to play that video first to let you all know that nobody likes him. And I'm almost certain that y'all get that. You understand it. And that's fine. You all know that no one likes this orange popsicle, because that's exactly what he is. But now it creates another situation. He is coming for us's. That's right. The old faithful target. When all else fails, let's go after black people. That's like the normal agenda. When all else fails, we have all of this that we have to contend with, but let's fuck with the black people. Remember when in the first presidency, his first term, he made the comment that they're taking the black jobs. He was talking about the immigrants. They was taking the black jobs. But contrary to popular belief, he's taking all the black jobs. Check it out.
This is going to upset a lot of black Republicans.
Remember during the campaign when Trump claimed that immigrants were taking black jobs?
They're taking black
Yeah,
jobs.
what is a black
Trump
job?
just fired Air Force General C.Q. Brown, the highest-ranking black person in the military, and replaced him with a lower-ranking white guy. If you haven't noticed, Trump is the one who's taking black jobs. Trump fired Lynn Wilcox, the chair of the National Labor Relations Board, who was the first black woman board member. He replaced Lloyd Austin, the black Secretary of Defense, with an unqualified white Fox News host. He replaced Michael Regan, the black EPA administrator, with an anti-environment white guy who immediately ended EPA's Justice 40 program that funded black communities. And he's firing thousands of federal government workers with a disproportionate impact on black people.
Why are we surprised? I don't even know what to believe anymore, and I don't know why.
Wow. Wow. And before y'all say it, before you say it, it's not a coincidence. He knows what he's doing. Every person that you seen in that video was what color? He knows what he's doing, people. Please do not say it's a coincidence, because he knows what he's doing. And it is crazy, but this next video, it shows the African president coming to the White House to talk to Orange Popsicle. And just like Zelensky, he feels as though he needs to chastise these people based off of what they are doing in their country. And since he's president, he just thinks that, oh, we're just doing fabulous. We are doing all of these wonderful things, and you're not doing these. Check it out.
President Trump's Oval Office confrontation with the president of South Africa, where Trump made false claims about a genocide against white farmers in that country. Chief White House correspondent Mary Bruce has the story. Good morning, Mary.
Good morning, George. Well, this really was a stunning scene in the Oval Office. In a confrontation produced for the cameras, President Trump lecturing the South African president and spreading those unproven claims of genocide. This morning, fallout from that Oval Office ambush. President Trump amplifying false claims that South Africa is engaged in genocide against white farmers. South Africa's President Cyril Ramaphosa came to the White House hoping for a fresh start.
We want to advance more trade between the two of us.
But President Trump had other plans.
They say there's a lot of bad things going on in Africa, and that's what we're going to be discussing today.
Trump determined to highlight those false claims that white South African farmers are being racially persecuted, claims that have also been pushed by Elon Musk, a native of South Africa. Despite banning nearly all refugees coming to the U.S., the Trump administration now making an exception for white South Africans, a plane load arriving in the U.S. just last week. The administration still cutting all aid to South Africa.
We have had a tremendous number of people, especially since they've seen this. Generally, they're white farmers, and they're fleeing South Africa.
Asked what it would take to convince him there is no genocide, President Ramaphosa jumping in.
It will take President Trump listening to the voices of South Africans, some of whom are his good friends.
But Trump digging in with the cameras rolling, dimming the lights.
You turn the lights down.
Showing what he claims is evidence, including video of an extremist South African politician calling for violence against white farmers. Trump also holding up a stack of articles he says proves it's happening. But Ramaphosa adamant the views in the video do not represent his government.
Our government policy is completely against what he was saying.
Major political parties in South Africa and a South African judge agree, denying the existence of a white genocide in their country. South Africa does have a crime problem, and statistics show farmers are being murdered. But there is no evidence it is racially motivated or amounts to genocide. White farmers make up only 7% of the country, but own the vast majority of its farmland. Ramaphosa saying most of the victims of crime are black.
There is criminality in our country. People who do get killed, unfortunately through criminal activity, are not only white people. Majority of them are black people.
Trying to ease the tension, South Africa's president then joking he wishes he could be like the nation of Qatar and gift Trump a luxury jet.
I'm sorry, I don't have a plane to give you.
I wish you did. I take it. I would take it.
Now, after the meeting, a spokesman for the South African president told us they expected to be confronted, saying, quote, "We knew that whenever heads of state come."
Video that you just watched was courtesy of ABC News. Good Morning America. So you just saw a video of South African President Sarah Ramaphosa, who visited the White House and talked to Orange Popsicle. And basically, here's my thing. How do you know this? And I understand, the briefings, the intelligence, and all of that, but you don't live there. So how can you tell this man who is the president of South Africa, South African president, what is going on in his country? And when this man is sitting there in your face and he's telling you, no, not white people are being killed, black people are being killed too. And just to take it a step further, here's where I got pissed, is your stance on immigrants coming into this country, but you open the policy, you open the doors to all of these white people coming in from South Africa, white people, and everything is fine. That's the part right there. You chastise this man in the White House. He comes to visit you. He's trying to tell you, hey, there is a crime. There is crime in South Africa. We're not going to dismiss that. But then he's telling you it's not all white people. There's some black people that's being killed as well. And you're showing videos. You have all of this fake, as he would say, fake news. Just like he did Zelensky. Did y'all watch that? Like, they banked what we call in Baltimore, we call it banked. They banked the Zelensky and thought they was going to do the same thing with President Ramaphosa. You're not going to do that. Why is he coming for us? Then to top it all off, this also, you cooking now, bro. Thanks, man. Lee Heath, my man. He's in the building. He's watching on TikTok right now. Here's now okay. I don't know why I was mad. I don't know where I was mad at. Even the fact that you tried to get on this President Ramaphosa, South African President Ramaphosa, or this situation right here. Check it out.
The president.
Sorry, wrong one.
Donald Trump has just banned Black history from the U.S. Air Force, forcing the removal of the history of the Tuskegee Airmen from the U.S. Air Force basic training curriculum. The Tuskegee Airmen, you may recall, were a group of Black fighter pilots during World War II who bravely fought the Germans and have been honored with presidential medals and others. The military was segregated back then, so it was particularly historic that an African-American group would be so acclaimed. Well, Trump didn't like it, and Trump has now banned the military from teaching about Tuskegee or anyone else. Videos about women in the Air Force and their esteemed history has also been removed. But this one's particularly bad. A little bit more about Tuskegee. It was an all-Black fighter group based at Tuskegee Army Airfield in Alabama. I figured we might as well get the history out since Trump is banning the history. The unit had as many as 14,000 airmen, 1,000 of them pilots. They fought over Europe, 15,000 sorties, 112 aerial takedowns, earning 96 distinguished flying crosses and 3 presidential unit citations. Final point here for those who say elections don't matter, especially minorities who say, what's the difference between Democrats and Republicans when it comes to blacks? Yeah, this is the difference. Your history literally does.
Okay, so you have nothing else better to do. The country is gone to shit. Oh, let's attack Black history now. Hey, Lee, if you're still on here, if you're still watching on TikTok, can you hear the sound effects? I need to ask. I'm playing sound effects. Can you hear the sound effects? Just let me know. Just send me a message. So you have nothing else better to do than to focus your attention on Black history. Something that happened. Okay, great. Thank you. I appreciate you, man. Something that happened way before your little orange ass was born. Some of the best pilots in history. Thank you, Lee Heath. Some of the best pilots in history, gold medals, medals of honor, Purple Hearts, was bestowed on the Tuskegee Airmen, and your little orange ass feels some type of way. Now you want to change that. You want to take history, Black history, from being taught. But here's the thing. Here's the thing, Orange Popsicle. You could do whatever the fuck you want. But here's the awesome things about us. We're going to teach our history to our children. Right. I'm going to get into that. Lee. Thank you for bringing that up. Here's the thing that you forgot. Us, Black people, we're going to teach our own. Well, you could take it. You can ban it. You can ball it up, throw it in the trash can, burn it up. You can do whatever the fuck you want. But the power of the mouth, the power of words, the power of history, you can't take that away. And this is coming from, and thank you, Lee, for reminding me, this is from a person who skipped the draft. So you can go back, you could go back in history, and just because your little ass don't like it, you feel some type of way. You can do whatever the fuck. But let's dig into your little past for a little bit. How about if they so happen to get on you about the fact. Now, if you want to dig into history, how about if they dig into your history and say, hoo hoo, you skipped the draft. Remember that shit? See, I hate when people, just I am the president. I can do whatever I don't give a damn. I'm gonna call a spade a spade. I can give two rats ass. Then on top of that, remember he went to the Smithsonian. He went to the Black Museum in DC and wanted to take away the black history that I showed. He wanted to take the black history out of the Black Museum. Remember that? Then he went to the Smithsonian. He wanted to do the same thing. Why are you coming for us, Cracker? Why are you coming for us, Popsicle? Are you mad because you really didn't get the black vote? Is that what it is? I didn't get the black vote. So, and since you did not get the black vote, this is what you do. This is what you're doing now. They not like us. You right about that, Lee. They not like us. Oh, they hate us because they ain't us. I'm amazed. I am amazed how you have nothing else left to do. Here is a country, the United States right now is going to shit, and you know it. Oh, but according to you, the United States is good. We're good over here. Oh no, we are not. Because remember, polls ain't looking too good. Polls ain't looking too good. Remember that? But you're the president, and since you're the president, everything is good, right? Everything is good. Polls ain't looking too hot. But since you're the president, everything is good. United States is going to shit right now in a handbasket. And because all of this is going on, let's go after the black people. When all else fails, let's go after the black people. Can't leave the black people out. Yeah, stock market crashed because of him. The stock market crashed because of his tariffs. Oh, but we ain't talking about that. And when that plantation was burning down, when the plantation was burning down, people was having parties. People was having barbecues. I didn't feel any type of way. I knew the ancestors right now was rejoicing like, hallelujah. The oldest standing plantation in the United States burned. That's a sign. You're not going to tell me. You're not going to tell me that was a sign. First of all, did they ever say how it burnt down or what caused it to burn down? That's a sign. The oldest standing plantation in the United States, all of a sudden, and the gall, the nerve, that they turned it into a resort. And just to add fuel to the fire, no pun intended, they tried to sell it or sell it off like a Airbnb, a luxury resort. Who in the blue hell going to want to stay there? And it was haunted. It was a plantation, a luxury resort, and it's haunted. Who's staying there? Who do that? Oh, when I saw the videos, it was burning. I was like, hallelujah. It couldn't burn down quick enough. It couldn't burn down quick enough. Oh, but Orange Popsicle, count your days. Count your days. He just think he is invincible right now. I couldn't stand even before he was president. I didn't like it was just something about Donald Trump that I did not like. I really didn't like him. And now that in this second term, the first term, like I said, a lot of people do not understand. And this is one of the things that Black people need to do. You need to learn. You need to learn and research. Do your research. Don't rely on other people to do the research for you. Do your own research. Have your own truths. You see what I'm saying? Do fact check you on your own terms. You see what I'm saying? Don't wait for other people to fact check. Fact check your own terms. You may look at this and say, "Oh, you lying." That they Trump supporters, okay? But here's the thing. First term, and I've been preaching this ever since this orange Slurpee agent, whatever the hell, orange. He's orange. He's not white. He's orange. He is orange. The color orange. The first term, he was learning, people. He was learning. He was learning what he can do, how far he can take some stuff. It was learning. Second term, everything that he learned, just like when you go to college. When you go to college, that first semester, you're learning. Second semester, you're still learning. Third semester, I done figured this shit out. Fourth semester, graduate. I learned all that I could do. I'm about to do some damage. It would not dawn on me. But Black people, we are doomed. Don't keep skipping around here thinking that, oh yeah, the party. Where the fans at? Where the fans at? No, fuck that. We ain't putting boots on the ground. We ain't putting boots on the ground. Y'all flipping them fans, and y'all need to stop flipping the fans. Need to stop flipping the fans and really, hey, I'm telling you some good shit. Black people, we are doomed. We are doomed. Mark my words. And I know a lot of people leaving, because y'all don't want to hear the truth. It is affecting us more than any other race. We are doomed. Social Security is going to get cut. Welfare is going to get cut. SSI is going to get cut. All of these government-funded free money programs are going to get cut. Medicaid, cut. Food stamps, cut. Keep fucking with them. All of this shit is going to get cut. And see, we the type of people that don't believe shit happens until it happens, right? So right now, where the fans at? Where the fans at? I'm sick of that song, by the way. Where them fans at? But that's the soon they cut off food stamps. What the fuck? So while y'all was flipping the, I'm going to ask y'all a question. Distraction. And speaking of which, that song, Perfect Distraction. Oh, everybody, oh, I got my boots on the ground. That perfect distraction. Because while y'all putting boots on the ground and flipping them goddamn fans, all of these surfaces are getting cut. Perfect. The number one hot selling song right now on YouTube. The number one most played song at any barbecue. God damn it. Last week, I wasn't on last week. Week before last. They had a party across the alley. They played Boots on the Ground 6 times. 6. And every time they play it, what do y'all do? Where the fans at? Where the fans at? And just as soon as one of these programs get cut, y'all gonna be flipping them fans? By all means, have your fun. Have your fun. But don't sit here and act like nobody told y'all the truth. Because like I said, we are a people who don't believe shit until shit happens. Stock market crash. None of y'all don't even, we don't even follow the stock market. We can't even read the stock market. The stock market affects us more than anything. If that shit go, we're fucked. But what we doing? Where them fans at? Distraction, people. Distraction. Let's put out something to get their attention. And God damn it, it did. So while y'all putting boots on the ground and line dancing and throwing fans up, this orange popsicle is over here cutting every free government funded program there is. You're going to wake up one day, go to and call whatever y'all do for the food stamps. You have $0.00 left, knowing that you were supposed to get them food stamps on, I don't even know the day now. It was the 15th. You're going to call, let me get my food stamps. And you're going to call that number. Y'all going to call that number and you have $0.00 in food stamps this month. And y'all are going to go crazy. Welfare, cut. The housing, Section 8, cut. No more vouchers. I'm telling you some real shit. He is coming for black people. He is coming for black people. April Whitehead is in the building, ladies and gentlemen. He is coming for black people. Oh, he's trickling everybody else, but the main priority right now is us. And while y'all throwing them fans up, he is cutting programs left and right. And we can't do jack shit about it. Distraction, people. Distraction. Have you sat and wondered, God damn, this one, I'm tired of the song. That's one. Secondly, they put out this song. Like I said, people leaving, right? They put out this song to get your attention, to grab you. People dancing at barbecues, eating your baked beans and your hot dogs and chilling, eating your ribs, and everybody's fine. Do y'all actually know what's going on right now in the government under his administration? Don't worry, I'll wait. That's the question. We need to be better prepared, people. We need to know what is going on. We don't want to be stuck at a situation where we had boots on the ground and flipping fans and we don't know what's going on. And then people like us, like me and other podcasters who give y'all the truth and y'all don't want to hear it. I'm speaking some real shit right now. He is coming for us. He's been coming for us. And answer this question. Remember all the black pastors that came and met with him during the first term? Where are they at now? All the celebrities that was with him, minus Kanye West. Where they at now? It's something to think about, people. It's something to think about. You can't ignore it. It's something to think about. I'm not here to scare people. I'm not here to discourage people. It's something to think about. He is coming for black people. It just seemed like, oh, the United States is going to shit, but let's work with some black people. You tackled education, our history, the Tuskegee, like I said, the Tuskegee Airmen, we learned about the Tuskegee Airmen in elementary school. The oldest living survivor just passed away from the Tuskegee Airmen. And you have nothing else better to do but to attack or ban history? Something to think about, people. We got how many more years? Like 3 more years of his administration. It's not going to get better. It's going to get worse before it get better. We all know that term, right? It's going to get worse before it get better. Hey, everybody, that is my time. This has been Conversations with Edigga. I have been your host, the man that you all know and love, Edigga. Make sure you check me out next week. Same time, same channels. Make sure you tune in on TikTok at Edigga73 on wait a minute. And no, he's trying to put us against each other. Right. You're absolutely right. Hey, make sure you check me out on TikTok at Edigga73. Make sure you go and check me out and subscribe to the YouTube channel over on YouTube at Charm City Direct TV. And check me out on my personal page, Ernest Harris, on Facebook. Hey, this has been Conversations with Edigga. Hope to see you next week. Peace. This has been a presentation of Charm City Direct TV in association with the Lions Den Media Studio.